Hello, my name is Ellen Wynn, and I want to explain more about gun use in Pakistan, as well as the cultural and historical background of why so many Pakistanis own guns. There are about 20 million guns in public ownership in Pakistan, and about 11.6 guns per 100 people owned privately. On September 24, 2008, journalist Mohammed Havid Afridi was forcibly dragged out of his vehicle by a gang of kidnappers. He was taken to an abandoned house and held for ransom for 25 days. He escaped, but instead of going to law enforcement, he called relatives he knew were heavily armed. Although the police were unable to find his kidnappers, they issued him 4 temporary permits to carry assault weapons. He now carries an AK-47 with him to and from work. More recently, on December 16, 2014, the Army Public School in Peshawar, northwestern Pakistan, was attacked by Taliban militants. 141 people were killed in the attack, most of them children. The school was targeted because the students are primarily children of military personnel. Malala Yousafzai, another victim of violence from the Taliban, said of the attack, "I am heartbroken by this senseless and cold-blooded act of terror in Peshawar that is unfolding before us. Innocent children in their school have no place in horror such as this. I condemn these atrocious and cowardly acts and stand united with the government and armed forces of Pakistan, whose efforts so far to address this horrific event are commendable. I, along with millions of others around the world, mourn these children, my brothers and sisters, but we will never be defeated." On January 13, 2015, the province that houses Peshawar issued a statement saying that teachers and other staff in their school district could bring their weapons to school in the event of another militant attack. They also stated they will be holding gun trainings for students and staff. Although controversial, they reasoned that the staff will be able to hold off attackers until law enforcement could arrive. They also increased security at each school. The idea is that guns empower people and make them feel safe. Many middle-class citizens, like Mr. Afridi, are targets of kidnapping and violence because of their social status and wealth. Lawyers, doctors, businessmen, military personnel, and their families have all become targets. In the case of the Army Public School, the association with the military is why they were targeted. Many of these people, in one way or another, obtain a gun to help them feel safe. However, before there was violence, Pakistan had a strong gun culture. Guns are still used today in celebrations such as weddings or the election of a new prime minister. Like in America, many tribes in Pakistan view gun ownership as a constitutional right, and others believe that guns are an inherent part of their culture. It is said of one tribe that they carry guns the way Londoners carry umbrellas. One city below Peshawar, called Dara Adam Kale, is famous for its gun manufacturing and produces weapons such as anti-aircraft guns to small pen guns. Another city half an hour outside of Islamabad, called Rawalpindi, is a military city that sells guns legally. However, it is about 10 times more expensive to purchase a gun legally than it is to purchase on a black market in places like Peshawar. In Pakistan, there are no restrictions on shotguns. However, one needs a license to own an assault weapon such as an AK-47, and this process usually takes months. Because guns are readily available and part of the culture, Pakistanis who live in fear of violence can purchase guns. Many, like Mr. Afridi, already have relatives who are heavily armed. In summary, the reason so many Pakistanis own guns is first because there is a strong cultural association with guns. Guns mean protection, and in some cases, like owning an AK-47, it symbolizes wealth and prestige. The second, more concerning reason is because many Pakistanis are or know people who are victims of violence, and they purchase guns out of fear. In any country where they are prevalent, guns can be abused, or they can be used for good and offer protection.